Greetings, brave adventurers, and welcome to a very special Community Day. Why is that, you might ask? Well, it's because the channel just hit 500 subscribers! Yay! There's a lot of you now. What am I doing for you today? Well, stick around until after the stories for a blooper reel. That's right, I saved some of my funnier mistakes, and you get to hear them all now, so I won't look as perfect. Oh no, this is a horrible idea. What have I done? But anyway, let's get to the stories. Both of these stories come directly from the FoxyBard Discord server, so make sure you join there if you want to share some stories of your own. Though you can also leave them in the comments below if you'd prefer. Our first story comes to us courtesy of the user Butler Jeff, and I've decided to call it more like Crime of the Frost Maiden. I'm funny. Anyway, tale start. Okay, so first session of Rime of the Frost Maiden ended up being a crap show. DM was nice, but not confrontational. All other party members seemed to be very nice and cool, and they ended up being so, except for one. While Cleric, me, Rogue, Wizard, Monk, and Fighter were mature and made jokes when appropriate and contributed to the party, Warlock would constantly hide from the party and try to screw us over both in-game and out-of-game with his homophobic jokes, ew, and just generally inappropriate sexual comments. It came to a point where the party almost outright killed Warlock and tossed him into the cold river of Bremen. We were doing the Knucklehead Trout quest, going out in a boat to fish and hopefully see a rumored sea monster. And he hid as a stowaway, casting prestidigitation to make weird stuff happen on board. We thought something cool was happening, as sparks and stuff were coming out on the boat and people's torches were going on and off, but we eventually found him after he soiled a party member's clothes and spawned a turd in their mouth. Oh. We tried to rob him, and he basically metagamed, saying he swallowed the gold beforehand, so we couldn't even take 1 GP from him for wasting our time and eating the only fish we caught. This guy sounds like a menace. I talked to DM, and he told Warlock to get a grip. If the Warlock doesn't fix himself, I'm probably gonna end up killing him because he's already basically assaulted our wizard with crap, so I'll just treat him like any other enemy. It's 100% gonna turn into a 5v1 if he keeps this act up. He got lucky that the sea monster showed up at the end of the session, so we had to hightail out of the river first. Oh, this is about to get a little uncomfortable. Also, some of his weird behavior ranged from telling my character I must suck good male member because my stats were so good, to calling me and another character gay for traveling with each other, even though it was established that I am this other player's mentor, to really nasty stuff like making dick jokes about vaguely dick-shaped things like the knucklehead trout shape, or having extensive monologues about how his bladder works mid-game. Oh, this is gross. I wouldn't be surprised if 40% of the game was just him making us feel uncomfortable or bogging things down by causing character versus character conflict. By the way, Warlock is definitely over 20. Oh, this man is an entire adult. Oh no. And tail end. Okay, so if this guy is still in your group, OP, insist that he leaves. I make it a thing with the DM and absolutely insist that he has to go, or you and probably all the rest of the players will too, because this kind of behavior is not okay. Granted, if this kind of behavior had been talked over in like a session 0 and everybody knew that this was happening, and especially if they were all kind of okay with it and engaging in it themselves, This sort of game can be really fun with the right group of people. But that definitely doesn't sound like it was the case here. So, this player needs to go. Moving on, our next story comes from the user gman64, and this is a story about Star Trek. I'm not gonna play the Star Trek music, it's really copyrighted and I don't want to get copyright claimed so early. Anyway, tale start! Man, it's just good luck that I joined a few days ago because I just got out of the first session that I've had worth sharing, and I got permission from the others, so here I go. I play 2 Star Trek Adventures games, one on Monday, one on Tuesday. In the game that just ended, we were doing a combination survival infiltration training mission. It's taken a few weeks because of various events, but it finally came to pass. And we broke the encounter in half in the first hour. The team of our science officer, Dairo, counselor, Arif, an NPC nurse to help fill ranks since we were down a player, and for an actual medic, and myself, helmsman Tira, were beamed down to a jungle planet with basic supplies meant to simulate an emergency beam out of a crashing shuttle while on a mission to check out a listening post. Myself and Dairo worked on making a raft. The nurse ended up staying with us, getting wrapped in our conversation, and Arif went to get more food to supplement our rations. Myself and Dairo had a discussion about the doctor who had left the game, him, in character, feeling that it was a betrayal, myself not seeing it as that big of a deal since he's not a danger. Meanwhile, and more importantly, hunting didn't go too well. The dice were against us, and Arif got bit by a snake, making him calm for the nurse. We all go and help him out, build a stretcher, and administer some antivenom. Then things get real. Like I said, it was also infiltration training, and Dairo ended up intercepting a Dominion frequency. We're in the Delta Quadrant after the war. Ah, yes, I totally know what that means. And was able to translate that they had captured some Federation members. Our crew that was supposed to be manning the phony listening post. So now we're on double time, myself being in the command track and the highest ranking officer takes charge. Arif rests for a half hour while I forage for some fruit, and Dairo finishes the raft. The half hour was so that our ship could be in communications range, our standard messages of course being jammed. Dairo sends out the bleep to let them know that the training has become real, and I order him to immediately cut communications so that they can't track us. Our ship knows that we are in danger, they can handle it if need be. I didn't want the crew to be caught. We lower the raft into the water and make it to a shore near a waterfall. I scoped out the place, seeing that a recent firefight had happened, while Dairo set up tricorders to scan for Jem'Hadar. I really hope I'm saying all of these Star Trek words correctly. Right now, we're camping for the night. I set up a watch schedule and we're done till next Monday. Now here's the fun part. We totally changed the plans. When Arif needed to send out a communication to us because he was bit, we were found out. It was always supposed to become something real, but not in the way that it did. We let the Dominion know we were there when that happened, and they were able to ambush the crew setting up the fake listening post. So for now, that's where it stands, but everyone absolutely loved every second of it, and we can't wait to see how things wrap up. And tail end. Wow, it certainly sounds like things are starting to get Trekky. I don't know anything about Star Trek, I'm really sorry. I'm just a fox living in a forest. I don't know spaceships. I do think it's kind of fun how they accidentally triggered the secret surprise stuff a little bit early, and it just goes to show that sometimes a little bit of misfortune can actually turn into a better story overall if the group is willing to run with it, and especially if the DM is willing to run with it. But that brings us to only one thing left today. And that's the blooper reel. It's gonna be a lot of mistakes on my part. I didn't censor any of the swearing in this part, so you might hear a few things that are a bit uncharacteristic for your favorite FoxyBard to be saying. Before we get to that, though, don't forget to like the video if you liked the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, and hit that bell notification icon if you want to be notified every time I upload a new video. Now this is normally the part where I'd say we should douse the fire, but we're gonna keep it burning for a little while longer, and I'll let the bloopers take you out. So, without further ado, take it away, Foxy Fuck-Up! As a note, some of these are taken from my old recordings with my old microphone, so if the audio quality seems drastically, hilariously bad, that's why.
I was playing an ASMR, everyone on YouTube pronounces this differently, had monsters target us, despite, this is bad grammar.
Wow, really? You expect me to read Burger King foot lettuce in a way that is somehow even more monotone than this guy? Seriously? You doubt my power? How dare you? You are a small speck on the scope of what I can produce with just my voice. You are a miserable little tiny piece of nothing compared to me. How dare you? So this one time at Bard Camp, deleted the spider for attacking her brother. Oh, of course.
Delivery is really hard, you guys. Hey there, brave adventurers. Oh shit, there's the Discord noise in there. I hope that OP and his farty, vice versa, any sign of flirtation again. Hey there, brave adventurers. This is the FoxyBard, here to regale you with... fuck. Details are extremely hazy. Oh, nope, have to burp.
The DM had an entire homebrew system he designed. Okay.
Now, at this point, the fire was quickly turning into a full-blown I already read this. Hey there, brave adventurers! This is the FoxyBard, here to regale you with tales of both... I forgot the words already!
That's right, it's Wednesday, my dudes. Is that a motherfucking JoJo reference?
My love! Why?
Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Okay, there's a cat. To start off... No, I kept going. Planet Earth turns slowly? I'm sorry, Owl City, but Planet Earth turns really fucking fast. In fact, let's look it up. How fast does the Earth spin? Wow, look at that, roughly 1,000 miles per hour. So you know what? That's some definite make-believe, you stupid piece of shit. Your songs are good though, keep up.
And can't handle that much. I asked him to pass along, yeah. Before COVID time, I popped an uncle with a story posted by the user Rectums. Oh, I get it.
Your single brain cell is dummy thick and the clap of your hindbrain is alerting the guards. What ho, you spoony bard! You can also ring the notification bell to be notified. That's what notification means.
Hey there, brave adventurers! This is the nope, this is bad. This is bad.
Greetings, brave adventurers, and welcome to... this video.
He seemed humored and washed.
Will be voiced by... Who the fuck voices dog? Nobody. I voice dog. Make a will save, you dumb slut. Oh, well, what's this? Notices your massive charisma modifier. Ugh, fine. I guess you are my little PogChamp. Come here.